Welcome to the Create Better Health social media training. Today, I'll be giving you an overview for what this program area entails, as well as what your role as an ambassador is for this program area. I'm going to begin by sharing my screen and then we will get started. Okay, so the main goal of social media is to support the other program areas, more of a comprehensive approach. So we're supporting evaluation, social marketing, policy system and environment work, as well as marketing, branding, and direct education. You're probably already seeing throughout this training that each one of these elements tie into each other to create our comprehensive program. So today throughout this training, we'll be talking about your role as a social media ambassador, as well as how it ties into the rest of our programs. So as you can see, our pictures down below, this is our social media team, and they help create content for the social media pages, as well as support you in your efforts. Our main focus for social media programming is our audience, who we're targeting our posts and our information to. And throughout the other trainings, you're learning a lot about that type of demographic that we teach. And we really want to keep that at the forefront of our mind when we're creating content for social media pages. Our current platforms for social media are Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Twitter, and we have a couple of blogs for our program. And this is where we can reach our target audience where they already are. A lot of these participants are already on social media, and so this is a way that we can connect with them where they already are rather than expecting them to come to classes. So we currently use Meta, which, as you can see this link here, business.facebook.meta. This is how you'll connect to your social media pages for your county. And this functions very similar to how just a typical Facebook page works. We just have additional business features through this platform. So we can see insights, we can see different information that we pull our reports from. But as for posting and different things like that, it's very, very similar to how Facebook is. These are pictures of our social media team, and their role in the program is to create content. They post to all of the social media pages. Those are our state-run pages as well as the county pages that you'll be doing work on. They post to these 2 to 3 times a week, and the reason for doing this is it helps us to tap into the platform algorithm, which helps to push our information. So they create content that's based on both of our social marketing campaigns as well as the curriculum that you'll teach from in your classes. So that's not a requirement for you as an ambassador. On your county pages, you'll be encouraging engagement, but not having that required set posting schedule. Your goal really is to connect with your participants, and we'll talk in a little bit about ways that you can best do that. But this is a great opportunity for you to connect with your participants where they're already at and kind of market yourself and what you can bring to their different programs and throughout the community. So the ambassador's role, we talked on the previous slide about what the state team's role is, but as an ambassador, your role is to post different things to the county pages. And some examples of things you could post are event flyers and information. If you're teaching a class or teaching a series, you can create flyers that you maybe hand around the community, but you can definitely post these to your social media pages. In a sense, the social media pages for you as an ambassador are like a bulletin board. You can post information here and help to disseminate that to your participants. Another thing you can do is model behavior. So the things you're teaching in your classes, for instance, planning to go grocery shopping by writing a list, or cooking healthy foods, or incorporating exercise into a busy routine, things that you're doing that fall in line with the curriculum that we teach. These are things you could post a video of you going for a walk, or a picture of you writing out a list for going grocery shopping, or pushing a cart with healthy food in it. This could be a reel that you post, a video, a picture, anything that helps to bring face and personality to your social media page. And supporting campaigns is another opportunity. We have our 3 cycle campaigns that we do throughout the year. One of them is focused on eating, the other is focused on movement, and the other ties all of those components together. So when those different campaigns are running throughout the year, you can create reels and different information that will help your target audience to see that you're modeling the behavior that we're pushing as a program. One very important role is that social media should not take more than 1 hour of your time each week. And our reason for doing that is we have our different program pillars that we use in our program. And some of these are what we're encouraged to do more of, and we're able to reach our target population and show to our funders how we're doing that, whether it's through surveys or engagement, different things like that. So the main focus for your hours during the week are policy, system, and environment work, which is PSE, as well as direct education. But you do have a 1 hour a week that you can do some type of thing on social media, whether that's posting flyers, modeling behavior, creating reels or recipes, different things like that. But it's important to remember that 1 hour a week is what you're allotted. Another opportunity that you have is to encourage following. So when you're teaching a course or you're interacting with your participants, maybe it's at a farmer's market or a community booth, you can use a QR code to encourage them to follow our different pages. And this will help to help our growing on our pages, but also making sure that we're targeting to our population that we're trying to reach. And this can be through verbal invitations as well as reminders. So when you're teaching a class, saying, hey, did you follow our pages last week? Or remember to follow our pages, and different things like that, that you can connect and remind them to go and follow those different sites. Okay, so here are some examples of what posting can look like from an ambassador's standpoint. So these are kind of fun to see examples of. So this is in Box Elder County. This was an example of bottling and saving money, right? Living frugally, using peaches and how to canning them, just showing some different things that she's doing around her house, getting some vegetables from her garden, and then a fun, engaging caption here about harvest of the season. Okay, let's look at a couple more. It's always good to see examples to tie everything together. So this is a reel that somebody in Iron County did, and she was using something that was trending, which is a good way to captivate your audience and to get more views is also awesome, of course. But she tied in the components of My Plate, which is what we teach in our classes. So again, another fabulous example. And this is an example of a video at an event. So it's at a farmer's market, I believe, but they're doing the buy produce for your neighbor. And there's more information for that in the policy, system, and environment training. But you can see that this is just showing engagement. It's showing participants, it's showing an event, it's showing us in the public, and kind of just pushing the things that we do. And this is another fun one. This is just a fun snack that could be targeted to kids or adults, but just some good ideas on things you can do. If you're already making a snack for you and your family, you could just record it and then upload it to be just an engaging reel and bring some personality. Okay, and then here's the last one. This is an example of a flyer. So somebody created this in Carbon County, and this is an example of using the QR code to encourage following. It also has information about how to attend the class, what time it is, um, different ways to get more information. So this is another really good example of things that can be posted onto a social media page. And again, these are all things that could easily be done in less than an hour. Something that I encourage, if it works with you and your supervisor, is to maybe have that hour in your day set aside for a specific day, and you can plan out what you're going to post or what you're going to create, and then you can schedule out those posts so you don't have to go in manually and upload each of the posts on whatever days you're wanting to do so. And Meta, business.facebook.com gives you that opportunity. So you can schedule posts out rather than just going in, creating and posting. You can go and create and schedule to be posted at a specific time. We encourage Fridays to be the main days that you have your posting. We do less posting as a state team, so you have more freedom that day to kind of post and make your page look the way you want. And this is another kind of side thing you can do with all the great work you're doing in creating. We like to highlight the ambassadors and the things that they're doing in their community. So we have an ambassador in action day that we post things that the ambassadors are doing. So you'll see this on both the state pages as well as the county pages, but I'll show you really quickly how you can upload this. So it would be the same post you're creating, pictures of you doing something, modeling the behavior. You can also go in and upload those if you go to the staff website and you'll scroll down to the social media tab, and then you'll just simply click this ambassador in action photo upload. You'll click this and you'll just upload your picture right into this box, and that's all you have to do. So you'll add your file here, your email address, a brief description like, this is me at a farmer's market working on a PSE project. And if there's any people in the picture, their faces are being seen, then they do need to fill out a photo release form and you would upload that here. But this is just a really simple, easy way to help bring more traffic to your page and just to give you some validation for the great work that you're doing. All right, and then we also have a monthly reporting, and this is something that is required for all of our different programs. So PSE, direct education, social marketing, anything that you're doing in your community, we have to have reporting on it. This is how we justify our spending to our funders. So you pull this information from Business Suite, and then you go into pairs, which you'll see trainings on this as well, and you'll either enter an annual event, or you'll have one annual event and then you'll create a new channel each month. So I'll show you really quickly what this looks like, but if you have any questions, again, this is just a highlight for the different steps, and then as it gets closer, if you have questions, you can always reach out to me. So I'm going to come up here to pairs, and if you're not familiar with this, there's lots more trainings and opportunities to learn more about this, but just to give you a little overview of what to expect when we do reporting for social media. You'll go to indirect activities, and this is where we'll be doing our reporting for social media pages. And then if you are creating a one-time, like the beginning of the fiscal year, we create a new entry and then we add all of our months into that one single entry. So by the end of the year, you have one social media entry for your page, and then within that entry, you have your months. So I'll just show you what this looks like, and then we can go from there. So I'll use Kane County as an example. And this is if you were coming on as a new ambassador with the year already going. So our fiscal year ends September 30th. So if you come any other time except for October, you would be adding to an already pre-existing entry. So you would come into the entry that's already listed, and then you would enter into intervention channels and reach, and this is where you would add your information. So everything stays the same. You copy the channel, copy description. The only thing that will change is your reach number, and this is the number you get from Meta Business Suite. Now, if you were to create a channel, I'll show you what that's going to look like. So you would type in your title. You would add your project name, which would be Create Better Health. And then you would find social media and then add the county that you are reporting for, the date range, which would be October 1st through September 30th. That's what our fiscal year is for our grant. We'll see if it'll let me move on. Okay, so I'm going to add, we'll do Kane County again. Kane, Facebook. Add Create Better Health. So we want to have for sure your county and then Facebook, so that distinguishes between the differences. And then, okay, then collaborators, you can always add me, then I can help with your entry if you need help. Or if you have other ambassadors or a supervisor, you can always add them as well. And then social media will be our program area of support, and this is where we add our intervention. So We are going to choose social media for our intervention channel. Our description is going to be the same each month, just with the change in the title. So we're going to put October 2023. And again, this would change each month. So next month would be November, next month would be December, and everything else stays the same. So we found our site. Most of them are already populated. And then we're going to enter our number that we found in Meta Business Suite. So we'll just pretend that it was 2000. Estimate a number of new individual reach. This is going to be 0, and it just always will be 0 because we can't prove that these people that are viewing the page are new. They are probably reoccurring people that are already following the page. So we leave that as 0. And then our source data is this market data, since we pulled official numbers from our Meta Suite, and save. And then each month you come in and you just add an intervention. You want to make sure you push save and continue, but do not mark complete. We mark complete at the end of the year when all of the months are listed. So I know that was a lot of information, but remember, this is just an overview, so you kind of know what to expect moving forward and what this program area entails. But if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, brittany.johnson@usu.edu. Another great option is discussing your posting schedule with your supervisor, what your 1 hour a week will look like for you in your county. Encouraging following is also important. And remember, our 1 hour maximum per week. Again, if you have any questions, feel free again to reach out to me. I'm happy to email, hop on a Zoom call or a phone call to help you get going in your program area. But hopefully this gives you a good overview for what an ambassador's role is in this social marketing program.